3, 2, 1, go.
I guess I probably should have done my research.
Okay, so first question is from Mike. Mike asked about wearing lapel ornamentation. He served in the military and earned a few different commendations and has lapel pins that he can wear in accordance with that. Wants to know if he's violating any sort of rule by wearing them, and absolutely not. That's what they're there for. It's great. I think that it's awesome that there's something personal. It's part of your own story that you're telling with your style. You've earned it. Wear it. We see lapel ornamentation most often with things like weddings. I wear a poppy on Veterans Day because of the tradition that's associated with that. You'll see dandies who will wear other flowers at different times. But yeah, by all means, go for it. Enjoy the fact that it starts conversation. Enjoy the fact that it helps tell your story, and embrace it because it's awesome. And then Christopher reached out. He said that he and his buddy both have big feet as far as they're wide. Chris wears an 8E, and then his buddy wears an 11E, which is, yeah, it's on the wider side, but it's not crazy huge. I've had clients in the past who wear all the way up to triple E. He also said that they've dealt with some plantar fasciitis, and they need harder soles. So kind of a two-part question. Number one, you just need to get shoes or buy insoles like Dr. Scholl's or somebody else who actually can give you some support in there as an insert, because most shoe brands aren't going to change their last or their sole process as a way to accommodate that. So buy it as an insole, get it taken care of that way. And then as far as the sizing goes, you can definitely look for different brands that have sizing. I know for a fact that Allen Edmonds carries things all the way up to a triple E in a lot of their different shoes. Most quality brands should. I doubt you'll find anything in like an Aldo or at an H&M, kind of cheaper shoes, that you'll be able to find different size variations as far as width. But if you're looking at quality brands that you're used to paying anywhere from, I don't know, $300-$400 up, then width sizing should be an aspect of that. So check that out. Okay, the last one is from Lane. Now, Lane asks, basically, he wants to hear more about how to wear suits stylishly in the business world, because he understands that you have to wear a suit, and most guys do that, but they don't ever focus on the style aspect, which I think is a great comment, is a great question to ask, because if you've had spent any time with my Style is Storytelling course, shameless plug, you'll understand there's a chapter in there that talks about the difference between antipathy, indifference, and affinity for aesthetics. And in there I talk about the difference between basically just dressing appropriately and then dressing well. And really what it all comes down to, Lane, in the business world, whether you're wearing suits or business casual or anything else, you understand that you need to dress up in a way that communicates something. And so you will wear something that is appropriate. And honestly, you can buy a suit from Walmart for $50 and you wear it to a business event or go wear it to work, and it's appropriate, but you're missing out on so many opportunities because it's basically just a neutral. It's not working against you, and even then it's arguable. It's maybe only moderately working against you. But there's so much potential to have your clothing work to your advantage to help communicate things like discipline and self-respect and authority and competence and all these other things that in a business setting you want to be able to communicate, because they help you do your job better, especially when you're working with other people. And so absolutely, style is something that is very appropriate in the business world. It's something that needs to be understood from this relationship of affinity as opposed to just indifference or antipathy, so that you really can use it as the most effective tool it can be. Okay, so on to our personal questions. Jonathan asked me, what's my favorite cocktail? I have no idea. I've never had a cocktail. I am a teetotaler, so I don't drink. I never have. I never will. I don't really have any interest in it. Ian asked, what is my favorite article of clothing that I own? It's a tough question. Current favorites are, I have two. I have this kind of like Merlot wine-colored sport coat that I made over the summer. And then I also have a rust orange tweed sport coat that I made last winter. And both of those, I love them. The coloring is really good with my complexion, so that they make me look healthy. And then they also are unique without, well, they're unique. Okay, so for the one random, Jansen asked me, what's the difference between using who and whom? Essentially what it comes down to is understanding the difference between a subject pronoun and an object pronoun. Now, the best way for me to describe this is kind of like the difference between I and me. Now, when I say I am the person who is initiating the verb, the one who's doing the action. I is a subject pronoun. So I talk to you. Now, on the other hand, when I'm doing the opposite, when I am the one who's receiving the action, then I say me. Me is the object pronoun. So you talk to me. So basically, it's the same thing. If you're using it as a subject, then it is who. And if you're using it as an object, then it is whom. Make sense? I think we're good. All right, guys, so keep the questions coming. I love them. Anything you want, send them to contact@masculine-style.com.